Hi, and thank you for joining me today. My name is Sarah Miracle, and I'm an attorney here in Maryville, Tennessee. I'm here today to talk to you about holiday mistakes that turn into criminal charges. So let's get going. First off, many of the criminal charges that come about during the holidays are alcohol related. Sometimes it's driving a few blocks and thinking you feel just fine. Sometimes it's letting time pass before you really recognize that you're not good to drive. Sometimes it's allowing people to drive you who have been drinking because they're not acting intoxicated. But all of these situations can lead to police involvement. Most DUIs start with good intentions. You're just trying to drive a few blocks. You're just trying to get from one place to another. You don't want to take the time to call an Uber or have the expense or be embarrassed about it. And you're honest with the police. Many times, especially if it's your first time really having a negative encounter with the police, you're overly honest and you share too much. You say things like, I've had one or two, and you think that maybe that will keep them from investigating you because you've been honest. But what it really does is it starts them through probable cause, reasonable suspicion, and all of the things that make charges stick. You also have the issues of arguments that escalate at family gatherings. Sometimes people will call the cops to get them involved, and they'll come out. The incidents are often related to alcohol use at the party or the gathering, and old unresolved tensions can escalate to the point where you have police at your doorstep. Charges don't require mutual blame, and the police don't need permission to intervene when they've been called. And also, there are things that you try to handle yourself. If your spouse has decided to file for a divorce, or if there's an order of protection against you, you go back to get a few things, and all of a sudden you're in violation of a no contact order or a restraining order. You think possibly that the police are going to be too busy to come and speak to you, but they will make the time. You also have social situations that go sideways. You're around people that you don't usually spend time with, and somebody else's illegal activity can spill onto you. One thing that I see a lot is when people will drive or ride in cars with people who have drugs on them. Then they are unaware, and all of a sudden everybody in the car has been charged with drug possession. It's often very shocking to be a first-time offender and think that you might get off with a warning or a ticket, and all of a sudden you're thrust into a criminal situation that can affect your livelihood, your freedom. Most of the times the courts are closed during the holidays, so you may have had to sit in detention for longer than you anticipated, and it is just devastating, and I understand that. The system doesn't know that you're a good person yet, because you haven't had a chance to represent yourself, and many of you are sitting there right now looking at a court date and absolutely dreading it. The main thing here is that holiday charges come from context. They come from the things that you're doing and the situations that you've been put in, and they're not necessarily representative of your character. That's where legal representation comes in. As an attorney, it's my job to tell your story, to explain the context, to explain your character and who you are outside of these charges. And if you would like to get involved with the next steps and be responsible, then please watch my other videos about hiring private counsel versus getting a public defender or a court-appointed attorney. And just know that you're not alone. You can contact my office through my webpage, sarahmiraclelaw.com. or you can call me at 865-705-7011. That number is my cell phone number. You will be contacted by somebody from my office immediately, and we will get on your case as soon as we possibly can to make sure that you are properly represented in court and that your one mistake over the holidays does not turn into a year-long or lifelong problem that you then have to deal with and have on your record for the rest of your life. Thank you for joining me, and thank you for your time. Please like and subscribe. I am a small solo practitioner, and I could really appreciate your support. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful day.